Hi, welcome to Corralling the Crazy. It's Tuesday, September 15th. And today I wanted to just quickly talk about this is going to be a short one, guys. I just wanted to quickly talk about um, when you're decluttering anything, whether it's paper or your house or projects, anything like that. One of the things that can get in the way is our different selves. So, what do I mean by that? So, because of my illness, I often look at my life as though pre illness and post illness. And so that means that there is my past self who used to do a lot of different things that my present self no longer does. And then I also think in terms of my future self. So, what does my future self want to do? And then there is the one who really causes us a lot of trouble, and that is the fantasy self. And the fantasy self is the person that you wish you were. So maybe I wish I was going to become really good at crochet and really get into it. So I keep all of the crochet stuff and the yarn and everything around, but I never actually get around to it. So it's important to distinguish when you're looking at the items in your home or when you're looking at papers that you have, especially things like if you keep files for potential future projects and things like that. So it's important to look at those things and determine, okay, is this part of my present and I'm using it now? And if not, a lot of people will tell you just to get rid of it. But I don't necessarily believe that. But what I think you have to do is go a little bit further in that. And I think you have to look at, is this part of my past and something that I would like to do again in the future? Or is this the fantasy of myself? Is this the person that I wish I was or that I hope I'm going to be? And I would suggest that if you have a whole lot of projects that are more about your fantasy self, then I would say pare those down. Maybe try to figure out, choose one or two of those and move forward with those. And actually put them put them on your radar, put them in a place so that you will maybe take that first next action step to get started on doing those things so that it's not just your future or not just your fantasy, but it is actually something that you're doing now. And just remember, you can always go through and purge. So you don't have to make that, super huge decision to give it all away right then. But what you can do is maybe put it in a box and store it in the garage. And then if you find yourself thinking about it, you can always go back out and get it. So this is just a little trick to help you declutter items, to go through papers that you may be saving and things like that. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more on the weekly roundup on Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and just going to go into it a little bit more detail. So we'd love to have you join us. It's for colleagues and myself, just talking about organizational tips and hacks and things. So it's the weekly roundup, and you can find us at theweeklyroundupgroup.com. And if you want more information about the things that I do, it is Corralling the Crazy is the name of my company, and it's muchtodooabouteverything.com. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, even when you're decluttering things, give yourself some grace. Take care.